Hello, fifth graders. So yesterday we were talking about how to identify where an ordered pair was. And just to go over that again, we start at the origin and we go over on the x-axis, however many times, and then we go up on the y-axis. So you always do x first and then y. And that was just to identify what the ordered pair was of a specific point. Today, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be graphing ordered pairs. So instead of identifying where they are and writing the ordered pair, we're going to be given the ordered pairs and we're going to have to graph them. So let's look at this example. It says the table below shows the growth of a plant over a period of several days. Graph ordered pairs to show the plant's growth. So this is the table, but from this table we can get ordered pairs. 1, 4 is 1, 4. 3 days, 8 centimeters is 3, 8. 5 days, 10 centimeters grown is 5, 10, and so on. So we're going to look at this first point, 1, 4. Now remember, okay, that first ordered pair, that first number always stands for the x. The second number always stands for the y because x comes before y on the number line. Or in the alphabet, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to graph the first point. We start at 0, 0. Okay, we move 1 unit to the right along the x-axis. So you can see we move 1 unit to the right. Okay, and then we move 4 units up on the y-axis. Now, not all of the points are labeled. You can see that here we go 0, and then there's nothing here because that's where the 1 is. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay, and then on the y-axis, in between is where we have all the other numbers. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. Okay, and the reason why they don't show all of the points is because it gets really harder when you get really big points to try to fit everything in. So you may have to skip count, and that's what they did on the y-axis. Okay, so now the point 1, 4 is right here. That's that ordered pair. So now what we're going to do is plot all the other points. So 3, 8, we start at the origin. We go over 3, which is 3 is right here. And then we go up how many? We go up 8. And that is where 3, 8 is. And the next one we have is 5, 10. Again, we always start at the origin, 0, 0. We go over 5, up 10. And it's right there. Okay. And then we have 7, 11. 7, 11. We start at the origin. We go over 7, up 11 right here. In between the 10 and the 12, that's where 11 is on the y-axis. And then lastly, we have 9, 14. We start at the origin, we go over 9, and then up 14 on the y-axis right here. All right, and then what we do, and you don't have to do this, but we're going to connect these with straight lines to see the growth of this plant. So you can see it was growing really well in the beginning, then it kind of got a little slower around this area, and then it got a lot more on this area. All right, so now what we're going to do, okay, what we are going to do is we are going to practice graphing some more. And again, when you graph yours, make sure you can use these dots right here as well. All right, so let's look at these examples. All right, we have J is at 2, 6. So again, we start at the origin. We go over 2 on the x-axis because 2 is x. And then 6 is y. So over 2, up 6 right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to drag this box over to put it right on that spot. Now, if you were doing this with paper and pencil, I would say to put the dot here and then to write J right next to it. So you know that dot stands for J. And then again, I'm drawing these lines to help me. You can use your fingers to help you as well to kind of get those points exact. Let's look at this next one. We have K over 6, up 2. K is right here. Again, drag that K over. All right. S is starting at the origin, over 7, up 8. So that's S, and again, that's K right there. Okay, what I want you to do, I want you to graph the rest of these independently. And then we're going to keep watching the video to see if you have them correct. So now I'm going to graph them. We have L, which is 4, 5, over 4, up 5, right here. L. M is 0, 8. So we start at the origin. 0 is X. So do we go over at all on the X-axis? We do not. Okay, so we don't go over at all, but we go up on the Y-axis, 8. So it's right here. That's where M is. U is over 3, up 3. So that's U. N is over 3, up 9 right here. Okay, that's N. V is 6, 6. So over 6, up 6 right here. That's V. R is 7, 3, start at the origin, go over 7, up 3, right here, that's R. P is 1, 4, so start at the origin, go over 1, up 4 here, that's P. Now Q is 5, 0, so X, Y, again, X comes first, Y comes second. So we go over 5, so I'm going to use a different color. We go over 5, and then do we go up at all on the Y-axis? We do not. So 0, 5, 0 is just right here because we don't go up at all on the Y-axis. And then lastly, so that's Q. Lastly, we have T, over 8, up 1. All right, make sure your answers match my notes as well. And then lastly, these two problems. It says, how is graphing 0, 2 different from graphing 2, 0? How is it different? Well, for 0, 2, you go 0 spots on the X-axis and 2 up on the Y, whereas 2, 0, you move over 2 on the X and 0 on the Y. All right, so those 2 points, how they would look, 0, 2 would be nothing on the X up here. So 0, 2 would be here, but 2, 0 would be here. Okay, so one would be on the X-axis, one would be on the Y-axis. And lastly, explain to a friend how to graph the point 1, 5. How would you explain to someone who doesn't know how to graph ordered pairs, how to graph the ordered pair 1, 5? Well, what I would say start at the origin, which is 0, 0, then move 1 space right on the X-axis and 5 spaces up on the Y-axis to get 1, 5. All right, so what you guys are going to be doing, there is a Google slide in your classroom, and what you're going to do is very similar to what we are doing over here. You're going to get a bunch of ordered pairs, and you are going to drag the letter that the ordered pair is to its correct location. All right, if you have any questions, boys and girls, please let me know, and have a wonderful day. Bye.